Hello guys, and welcome back to Those Were the Days, my nostalgia chunk of your life that I'm sucking out of you moment by moment. This series features things that make me nostalgic, blah de blah de blah. Right now we're doing action figures, motherfuckers, and we are in the home stretch. Holy crap, if you made it through all of them, you get a cookie! Not for me, go out and buy yourself a cookie. I gotta feed you too? I'm sitting here entertaining you? I'm sitting here on the floor, hurting my back. Not really. Really, that's a really difficult task, sitting? No. But, I'm doing this for you? Not really. For me? Whatever. Buy yourself a cookie. Anyway, home stretch. Purely 90s shit. Starting with earlier 90s, but I didn't really play with it as much. We're going in chronological order of what I played with. So now this brings us to Jurassic Park toys! Yay! First off, I have no idea why they made the Australian guy so fucking beefy. And he's short! This dude did not look like this in the movie. No. No, sir. Why? I don't understand you. And Tim? I hate Tim. He's annoying as shit, but he came with a baby Brachiosaurus, and that was the only reason I wanted it. And the baby Brachiosaurus... no idea. No. And Ellie here, who comes with
this little baby tiny Triceratops. It's very cute. It's a baby.
Or she. I had Dr. Alan Grant, who was actually my favorite. Again, just to prove that I was not consciously aware of or part of the decision making in who got exiled and who stayed. I would have kept Dr. Alan Grant. Would have probably let Tim bite the dust. Whatever. Here we are. Once again. So yeah, that was the Jurassic Park toys. These guys didn't get as much playtime, though I loved the fuck out of that movie, as any self-respecting 90s kid did. And as an adult, when I watch it, I still get all teary-eyed and choked up in different parts. But I kind of feel like if I watched it as an adult, like the first time, I don't know if I would have loved it as much. I don't know, I might have, I don't know, but at any rate, Ellie was probably the only one who got the most playtime, and that's because she was one of the only females I had. And if I'm saying her name wrong, I'm sorry, it's been a while. I think her name's Ellie, isn't it? Oh, well, whatever. These weren't, like, favorites, but I loved them. They were my toys, and they mattered to me. So, Jurassic Park. The only really full-blown cartoon toys that I ever had were... let's wait, hold on. Ah, real monsters! I have Oblina. Ah, I have Icky. And I have Crumb. If I'd had Rocco's Modern Life toys too, my childhood would have been set, pretty much. But, alas, they never had any. The fact that I even have these smelly little bastards is impressive enough. But, yep, my only Nickelodeon toys. Fuck you, Viacom. And the last ones from the 90s that I still have any access to would be my... Did any of you watch the show REBOOT? This here's Dot Matrix. This here's Bob. I don't remember her name. But, oh, hold on, maybe you can see her face, kind of. I'm trying to get out of frame so you could see her, but she's not focusing because she's a stupid evil bitch. Well, at any rate, her face comes off. And I loved this woman. I have no idea why. Not a clue. She was my favorite. The other main villain was Megabyte, and didn't really care for him. I liked his two little toadies, but eh. But yeah, loved her. She's so creepy. And now she kind of looks like a female version of him from the Powerpuff Girls. The fact that I remember that at all is impressive. But if you didn't watch the show, these guys all live in your computer. I also had Enzo. I don't know where Enzo went. He went the way of the rest of the action figures, apparently. But these guys live in your computer, and when a game starts, they're the ones who are the characters that you're playing, I think. if I remember it correctly. I didn't quite understand it as a kid, I just knew I liked it. This was one of the first full-blown CGI animated shows to last for as long as it did. These two are all hanky-panky together. Enzo is her little brother. Enzo had a dog. Oh, I do have the dog. Ha! Didn't think I had the dog anymore. But yeah, I loved this damn show so much. Until the later seasons, when all of a sudden Enzo was this big, beefy guy and he was dating a mermaid, and the graphics were much better, and it was much more of a Matrix-type situation. Not Dot Matrix, but like, you know, Neo Matrix kind of thing. So, yeah, but I loved it. Sort of, well, I loved it, but yeah, less on the action figures. And adored it. So yeah, I think that concludes my nostalgic toys bit for right now. This is what I have. As I've mentioned in one or two of the other episodes, I'm an adult. I'm 25 years old. I can spend my money how I want to now. So once bills are paid, and once real-life grown-up things that suck are over and done with, whatever's left over will be used for my own happiness. And one of the things that will make me very happy is to pick up right where I left off. To get the toys that maybe I never had, to get the action figures, to get Mystique, to get Phoenix Saga, to get Colossus. I always wanted Colossus, I love that man. But first I should probably work on replenishing who I had beforehand. Although it feels kind of weird, it feels like when your dog dies and you get a new puppy kind of thing. Like, they're not my toys anymore, now they're just different toys. I don't know. But, yeah, at any rate, I will still continue to buy action figures, and not necessarily the ones that were taken from me, but, maybe different ones. Here, hold on. Fuck it. I was gonna play the theme song, but I'm lazy. This is something that was given to me by a male suitor a while ago. Someone who was posing as a friend. Shame on you. No, none of that. But this would be Dr. Daniel Jackson from Stargate SG-1, my favorite show. And he's going to stay right the fuck in this box. He is never coming out, but since I was given this, now I have to kind of complete it because he comes with part of the Stargate. All of the figures that come in this series come with part of the gate, and 3 of them, or a few of them anyway, come with parts of the TWtD. So, gonna have to do it. I am also gonna have to start doing Farscape toys at some point. You know, the world of action figures has gotten so much better than when I was a kid, and it was fantastic then. I mean, I know the series is called Those Were the Days, but that's not necessarily rather indicative of those were the only ones that were good. I feel like in many, many ways, this world, just like video games, just like, sort of movies, when you've got one year where almost every top-grossing film is either a sequel or a remake of something else, but the technology available for these things is so incredible that I'm really excited to see where we continue to go. But there's so many more good toys to get now. And it sucks for me because I'm poor! I can't keep getting these things, and I run out of space for them, but they keep getting better, and then there's the old stuff I want to get, but then there's new stuff too. It's just so exhausting. But I thought I'd also, and you already saw Renji. You know, he's the most recent in the pile. Just a bad eye. But here's another one from the same trip as the Jean Grey one I showed you. Hardcore Buffy freak. Spike was my favorite. There was a while there where I'm pretty sure if I'd have seen James Marsters anywhere, I'd have died on sight. But yeah, so these are current things. I'm never gonna have money. But this is my way of taking something happy from my childhood with me into adulthood. So, okay, obviously this is about action figures, and obviously I would really like to hear and see. I want examples, I want to see your toys. The typical, I showed you mine, you show me yours, blah blah blah. But that's not the only thing this series is going to be. In fact, I'm pretty much tapped out on all the action figures I've got. I will show you ones that I get. Hi, Tango. But, this series is going to be a bunch of things. But, well, you're welcome to jump in. You know, this title isn't copyrighted. If you're a friend, subscriber, hop in. Do video responses. I want to see your nostalgic things. I want to see your toys. Not creepy ones. Some of you. Some of you have already seen them. But what sort of things were you nostalgic for? Obviously video games for the majority of you. But what other things? Are you comic readers? Did anybody read Animorphs? Was anybody a Goosebumps fan? Because that's what's coming next. Tango. Really? Tango don't give a shit. Tango wants to go where he's going. To a point where he knocks over the tripod. But yeah, so tell me, especially 90s kids, since that's kind of my chunk, but you older guys and gals, show me, what were your childhood things that you love, that you've taken with you as an adult, that you've kept, or have replenished, or whatever. You know, show me, tell me, whatever, but ultimately, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when we talk about my extensive Goosebumps collection. Again, a surviving chunk. My grandmother, in some ways, she's a very wonderful woman. That's all I'm going to say on that. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all very much. Hope you enjoyed, and if you didn't, what are you going to do? Probably unsubscribe. Oh well! If you don't like what I got to offer, you can just go away. So, I've spit at the camera like 3 times. Not intentionally. I've been trying to go up, but it's come out more. So, anyway! See you later, guys. Love you. Button. Really, Patty, learn how to use a button. Really.